channel, Chino Comics and More. You got Chino, you got myself, Manny. Quickly, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the channel. And the reason we're doing this live video, what's up, Ramirez? The reason we're doing this live video, man, is because I guess just some quick announcements.
We're gonna quit YouTube.
No, we're not quitting YouTube. But I went to Dallas on Friday. I went to Dallas. I took the family there. It was my son's birthday, and between all the stuff that we did, I took the kids to Crayola Land and stuff like that. I picked some supplies for the shop. What's up, Ryan? What's up, H-Town? And then in the process of doing that, I ended up going to a comic book shop and picking up some books. So we want to talk about that, show that off a little bit, so you guys can kind of see what we picked up. Well, really, what I picked up. This was without Chino, no Chino at all for this haul, for this hunt.
So he didn't get a good deal. He overpaid, I'm sure.
I probably overpaid. So quick backstory, the way it worked out, man. I decided to take Friday off because my son's birthday was on Thursday. We decided to take Friday off, take the kids to Dallas, go to Crayola Land and do all that. And while doing all that, I made it into a trip where I can go pick up supplies such as like bags and boards. We pick up all of our supplies from Dallas, so that worked out perfectly. And in between all of that, I was able to secure permission to go to a comic book shop. And the way it worked out is once we got to the comic book shop, the wife told me, don't spend too much. So I already went in with that mindset. I had a budget, to keep in mind. And then I also went in with the mindset that, and then she said she wasn't gonna get off. So she already kind of put me on time limit. She was like basically saying, go in there, don't spend too much money, and you don't have too much time to be in there and hunting for books. So, and then between all that, I take my son with me, and then he decides that he needs to go to the restroom. So that cut into the hunting time. So after all that, I did pick up some cool books. Before we show them off, though, we do want to talk about on Tuesday, we are going to be showing off the new comic books that we get on Wednesday. So please do not miss out on that, because we've had a really good crowd, and usually we give out one or two books. We have a pretty cool little I guess kind of like giveaway where you have to guess the number from 1 through 150, or guess the character that myself or Chino writes down on the notebook. And I'm thinking of other ideas to kind of spice that up.
J-Rod was asking that there was a show, I guess, in Dallas this past weekend. But he wasn't there for that, man. He was there for something else.
I was really there to take the family out and just enjoy my son's birthday. My daughter's off her cast, so we just kind of like set up a last minute trip. Chino was able to hold it down here at our other business, so that kind of worked out. He did that solid for me. And then we were supposed to have a auction on Saturday. And for you guys that don't know, and really I don't think really much people do know, but there's some personal situation going on with us. It's not us directly, but it involves our dad, and he's not been too good. So with that, that kind of just threw off our Saturday. What's up, Big Lion Cat? So we had to we had to
postpone it, man.
Yeah.
But hopefully,
and that's why we need to set up an event, because it's just everything has been kind of going sideways. So I guess we just didn't do it, man.
Birthday's going 8:30. Yeah, we were tied up, man, on Saturday with my pop. So at the end of the day, man, life comes first. So obviously we'll try to make up for it next week. But
next week, or I would love to squeeze in an auction sometime this week. It just depends. It really depends on how schedule works out. And yeah, Universe X, I agree, man. Family's always first, man. And with that, after we show off these books, we're gonna highlight some key books, not all of them, but just some key books that are coming out next week that I think you guys need to put your eyes on. And hopefully, with this little head start, you guys can kind of call up your comic book shop and try to get a hold of these books, because you know how it is, man. Come Wednesday, it gets crazy, man. You try and pick up these hot books, and before you know it, like I'll use Dead End Kids as an example. That book was really under ordered, way off everybody's map, and then you try and look for it, can't find it, man.
Thanks, Big Lion Cat. I guess we'll start. I'm sorry, man. This monster has me burping all of a sudden.
And you know what's crazy, man? I just woke up from a nap, so if my eyes look puffy, man, it is what it is, man. That's why I got this damn.
J-Rod say he gets in savage mode on Wednesdays now, dude. Look,
J-Rod ham. You go ham on them boys or what, man?
We weren't really in the game until we acquired the store, man. But now, we miss books, so we have to go out there hunting too on Wednesdays, man. So it's a fun little thing, man.
Especially because we order books here for the shop, but just things change so fast. Sometimes you do miss out on books. Um, so sometimes we got to go out hunting, man, and it's crazy, man, because you're out there, you're out there, I guess, out there in that war zone that is the new comic book day, man. And sometimes, you miss out. You strike out one or two or three different comic book shops, and sometimes we're so busy that it is what it is. You're gonna miss out on books.
And that's funny, man, because I'm reading the chat and the House of Powers, man, and
the House of X and Powers.
Yeah,
apparently, it's Powers of 10, guys.
Powers of 10. Dude, it's such a good read, man. I'm really happy with that series, especially because I'm a big X-Men fan. I'm glad that they finally got into like a good storyline. It kind of reminds me, for you guys that didn't read it, man, my last favorite storyline that the X-Men really did, apart from the Messiah Complex and Messiah War, was a House of M.
Oh, hell.
The House of M was an incredible series, man. So this one is by far surpassing that read.
And it's kind of crazy because, man, you probably can't see too clearly back there. Let me walk away. But there is a book up there on that back wall, X-Men 96. That book just got hot as hell, man. And if you haven't read Powers of 10,
we won't spoil anything yet.
Yeah, if you haven't read Powers of 10, House of X, you won't know why it got hot. But Myra McTaggart is becoming a very hot character to look out after. And with that, they show some of these books. Some of these books, they're gonna be a little bit off the radar. But I think they're pretty cool. I mean, sometimes I just buy books because of the cover.
But not just that. The reason we're showing off these books, man, is to give you guys, the comic book community, kind of an idea of what we pick up, the reason behind it, and give you guys a heads up, because there's just so much shit going on, man. Like, there's so many books, there's so many theories, there's so many speculations. If you go back to some of our videos, man, we called on a lot of good books, spec books that got hot all of a sudden. So we tend to hit and miss, but that's what's fun,
Yeah, and so J-Rod's saying that he saw X-Men 96 for $70 Saturday. Should have bought it. Dude, that book is already like $100 book, $150 book. Even on a lower condition, it's going for like $100. So it's gonna have a lot of hype, and the way that House of X and Powers of 10 is going, it's probably gonna it's gonna be a lot of characters that are gonna probably gain a lot more popularity. Like, for instance, back there I also have the first appearance of Nimrod somewhere back there. I'm like, where is it at? You might not be able to see it, but I have the first appearance of Nimrod. So Nimrod's going to play a little part in the House of X and stuff like that. So, just a few different books. You got Venom. You have a few different books up there.
And with Venom and stuff like that, one book that I do want to bring up, man, that it was a funny conversation. When I guess you can show off this book, and then I'll talk about the background.
Well, the first book that I picked up, and I just love the cover. I think it's a dope ass cover. Is Night of the Living Deadpool #3. And it's going to be a second print. And the reason I picked it up is because it's a second print. I figured that I like the cover a lot. I like it quite a bit. And the price was damn right. It was very affordable, very cheap. It's basically the cover price for this book. And it's second print. And come to find out, this book goes for like $15-20 all day. So, these kind of covers that kind of pay homage to those kind of like movie tie-ins and stuff like that. They're always so pretty damn good.
So one of the books that I was referring to, and me and Manny were talking about it yesterday at the hospital, was a book that there's a lot of them out there, man. And it's a book that I see that probably we had it up here, it would sell, and it sells pretty frequently. It's a very popular character, which is Deadpool. But what I was telling Manny is, like, that book has gone up and down. It fluctuates a lot.
New Mutants 98?
Yeah, New Mutants 98, its first appearance. But I'm thinking, here in the next few years, man, we're going to hoard our 9.8 simply because I think, just like anything, when he goes into Disney, man, that book is going to be highly.
Well, I'm sorry, but honestly, at this point, I'll take anything over a 9 on New Mutants 98.
Well, yeah, and around that time, man, if you try to buy that book, if you wait up until, he comes out in Phase 5, which he's supposed to be coming out in Phase 5, man, you're not gonna find that book for cheap, man. And you'd be lucky if you find a good copy of it for $300 right now.
Yeah. The next book I picked up, it is a book that I always try to pick up if I can, especially if it's for a good price. This is just a book that You know, I think a lot of us have been speculating on for a long time.
Well, it's not speculation anymore because
I mean,
it's confirmed.
It's pretty much confirmed. It's gonna be Thor 165. It's a beautiful, beautiful looking book. I mean, honestly, this book's it's in a decent, you know, it's way above mid grade. It's probably with a nice little press and clean. It might be like a solid 8.0, give or take. So yeah, anytime I can find this book, I usually pick it up. And so this is gonna be an awesome book to add to the collection. You know, on top of maybe like the other two we have, but this is probably gonna be the best one, hands down. So if you do see this book out in the wild, see it for a good price, I do recommend you pick this book up. It's still kind of under the radar for the most part. I think a lot of people are kind of still sleeping on this character. I know Guardians of the Galaxy is coming out maybe in a few years from now, but
it's coming
why
out,
wait?
You know what I'm saying? It's coming out in I think it's scheduled to come out later on because the guy is making other movies.
They're saying probably was Phase 5 or something like that.
Yeah,
maybe Phase 5, but still, you know, why wait till they announce it and then you're going to pay probably double or triple for that?
Well, that's a good thing about it is that since now there's a delay with the movie coming out, that book's gonna dip down. It usually does. The whispers, they'll fade out for a while, so that's a good time for you to go out there and find it. We've bought a lot of those in mid grade or lower mid grade condition, and we have been buying those books every time we found. I think who was asking for one last time? Thor, right?
I think Thor was asking for one last time. I think Thor's been having that book on his radar for a minute too. It's just a book. Honestly, like I said, if you find it, pick it up. If it's for a good price, don't, you know, if it looks beat up as hell and they're asking for $500, you know, I skip it. You know, don't pick it up. The next book I picked up, and right now, you know, I'm really high on Spawn, and I've just been picking up a lot of issues here and there. But I did pick up this issue right here, Spawn 250. And usually with these milestone issues, with like, you know, 100, 150, 250, stuff like that, you know, the next one coming up will be 300. They usually do about maybe like 7 or 8 different covers for this book. But this one here is the one that, honestly, if you look at it, I think there's a Cthulhu cover. There's one here that's actually kind of held its value, if not, has gone up in value. This one usually goes for like 30 to 40 bucks. So, you know, kind of like, you know, just some food for thought. If you see this book, if you see when you pick up the 300, it's gonna have probably like 10 different covers, man. But the books that I noticed for Spawn, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but the books that I noticed for Spawn that usually are the low print books is gonna be probably from like 170-ish to like 250-ish. So that's really like some of the lower print numbers. And those are the books that if I see anything between that range, I usually go ham and pick them up.
Well, the funny thing is that Spawn, up until a few years ago, man,
nobody gave a damn about Spawn, but
you could find those books
for $2.
And even now, we're fortunate that we found some out in the wild, man. Manny's been trying to complete.
Well, I'll be honest, I picked this up for $5, dude. So I mean, that's basically the cover price. So I picked that up all day for $5.
So Manny's been hunting for a lot of Spawn, man, and he's found some really good deals, man. It's like it hasn't caught on with a lot of shops yet. You
know, and hopefully they're not watching our live feed, but it is what it is. You know, the next book I picked up, again, you know, sticking with the whole Spawn thing, is gonna be Spawn 100, and this cover is dope as hell. I mean, I hope you guys can see what I'm looking at. This cover is straight fire. Again, like I said, the milestone numbers 100, you know, 200, 250, stuff like that. They usually make a whole bunch of different covers for it, but this one here is one of the covers you want to kind of keep your eye on. This cover here goes for a little bit of money too. If you see this one for cover price, pick it up all day. There's some covers that really don't go up in value. It could be just because of the artist or whatever it may be, but and you know what? Let me figure out. I think this might be a Cthulhu also. I've been really digging his art, man. And I think what kind of has helped the value of Spawn for Cthulhu covers is that he kind of went off it for a minute, you know. So let me pull this one up real quick, just double check who the artist is. Do you like it, Chino? And you guys let me know if I did a good job hunting out there without Chino. If you see right here, it is a Cthulhu cover.
I would pay $2 for it.
I mean, $2. Well, I mean, $5 I'll pay for it. So right now it's going for like $50. This book all day. So again, Cthulhu covers on the Spawn. I've noticed that the trend is up on them. If you find them, pick them up, especially for a good price. Again, sticking with Spawn, and I just really like this cover itself, especially because it's black and white. It's gonna be Spawn 271. Dope ass cover. Sometimes you just gotta with Spawn, man. What you gotta look for is also if they have any variants or second prints. Sometimes those second prints go for money, but this one here, black and white, is fire, man.
J. Ross said, "What shop was this hunting done at?" Asking for a friend.
It was multiple shops. But I did the one I'm going to give a shout out to is because I've gotten great service from this guy. And you guys, if you watch any of our old videos, so this is going to be the Dallas Hall number 4 or 5. I forgot whenever we left off because we went up there so many damn times and picked up books.
It's gonna be many, man, because we go there frequently.
Yeah, and if you guys have watched any of the past videos, it's going to be Titan Comics, and I'll type it in here. I mean, might as well give him a shout out, man. The guy's a cool dude. Anytime there's a cool owner, I will gladly go back and spend my money there because at the end of the day, it's a little bit of cash. You're dropping.
It's about the service, and to be honest with you, man, the guy's always giving us a good deal. Funny thing is that last time we were out there, I think we were. I got a Walking Dead run, and we actually had missed out on some books, and it happened that we were out there on that Wednesday for New Comic Day, picking up material and stuff from CBCS or dropping up stuff. I forget.
Well, let me show this to keep talking.
And we picked up some books, man. We picked some books for some subscribers here at the store, and Buddy let us pick out quite a bit.
Talking about that Hawaiian Punch, yeah, bro. If you see newsstands, go ham on them.
Yeah, in the hood also. See, yeah, it is in the hood, man. So basically, yeah, we go there, man. And the last time he let us grab some books, man, that we had a shortage here at the store. I think the Diamond had damaged some books, and we ended up picking up like 4 or 5 books. And typically, he doesn't sell you more than 2, but you make the exception because he knows we're comic book store owners and it was going to the subscribers here.
And we weren't bullcrapping him. I mean, we were trying to fill the need for some of the subs here because it was such a hot book. And he was like, dude, I get it. And he even sold it to us for
no taxes.
Yeah, he sold it to us like, Universe X has some great books. Well, okay, let me show you guys another book. And this book here is, speaking of the whole Absolute Carnage stuff, the whole Carnage, Symbiote, and stuff like that, I couldn't pass up on this book, man. And all these books that I picked up, they're like near mint, dude. I mean, like a lot of these more newer books. Yeah, we will hit up that Duncanville, man. So we got, so Combo Gene is saying, how's your dad? Hope everything.
My dad, he's good, man. He
had a really bad, I guess he had like a little relapse, huh? Because he was good and then he went back to ICU.
Yeah, so he went into ICU, and my dad's been dealing with health issues for the last maybe 10 years now. So I hate saying this, but it's kind of like a normal routine. Once a year, he'll end up in the hospital, and he was in ICU, and then he got out of ICU and went into a regular room, and then he ended up back in ICU. And right now, I mean, he's stable, he's doing good. It was just I think he had pneumonia. He deals with asthma and stuff like that. So they're just working with a lot of antibiotics. But he's fine, man. His spirits are good.
Thank God, yeah, man. Thank God he's doing a lot better, man. Yesterday was just a long day.
And Comic Case, dude, I need to email you, bro. I have your email. I need to email you too.
Dude, our lives have been crazy. Yeah. My kid getting hurt, her getting surgery, my dad going to the hospital. It's just been a nonstop roller coaster, man.
And our businesses, man. We have 3 businesses, and we have the comic book shop and the main one, and we have a dealer, man, a car dealer. So it's a lot sometimes, man.
It's overwhelming. The next book, like I was talking about, is the whole keeping up with the whole Carnage thing, guys. And this book's always kind of hard to find out in the wild. You could say it's somewhat rare, but if you find it, pick it up. I recommend it.
Or what?
Somewhat, man, but it's gonna be Amazing Spider-Man 410, and it's gonna be the Carnage Spider. So this book here, right here, for sure. I think this is supposed to be Ben Riley, as all your spawns belong to me.
Got next. You weren't here last Wednesday, bro. They brought us a Spawn collection.
Right? Yeah, they did bring us a Spawn collection, man.
You missed out, man. On midnight release, they brought Manny a good Spawn collection.
And this book here, again, this is like near mint, dude. And I was so glad I found this book, man, because I never see this book on the wild. So when I found it, I had to pick it up, man. And again, I was running around like a maniac through the damn shop.
Where's the other guy, Paul? Today, man, we didn't invite anybody, man. It was kind of last minute. Manny called me right now. He was napping. He usually doesn't nap. I'm the one that's napping most of the time.
I needed a nap, dude. I haven't slept good like in weeks, man.
So he called me. He's like, "Hey, let's do a live video for the Dallas Hall." And we just said, "All right, let's do it."
The next book I have, it's also
this is a cool cover.
Yeah, and this book, you probably don't know much about it. and because it's a book that goes under the radar. But again, I've always told you guys, I always try to pick up females' first appearance, right? Because I have a daughter, and I usually try to, pick out books for her that I know she's really going to appreciate or value. And this is going to be Deadpool, Merc with a Mouth #7. If you guys don't know, it's the first appearance of Lady Deadpool right here. And this book right here is, again, near mint, flawless looking book. I wouldn't be surprised if I pressed it that this thing would come back at a 9.8. And again, all these books, man, were like in super good prices, man.
We need to start staying on CGC, man, because CBCS is a little harsh with the grades.
Yeah, this book right here is damn flawless, man. So again, Lady Deadpool's first appearance, awesome book, man. It's a book that if you see it out there, and there's a second and third print that's done by our boy Rob Liefeld, and those books go for a little bit of money, man. Thank you, Soda Pop. The next book I have, and it's a book that just got hot too, man. And it's funny because I picked it up before it was any kind of mention of it or whatever. But I picked it up and then I looked at some lists and I saw this book's part of that list, which is pretty cool. I just like the cover, and it was funny because it was labeled. I took off the label, but it's gonna be the first meeting, or I guess the first fight between Wolverine and Punisher. It's gonna be Punisher War Journal #6. It's #6, right? Yeah.
And Wolverine kicked his ass, I'm sure, in this book, in his own comic book.
So to me, this cover is dope as hell. Come to find out, it's a book that got kind of hot it's starting to get hot. So yeah, I mean, if you're paying, a very affordable price for this book, might as well pick it up. Plus, it's the first time Wolverine fights Punisher, so boom.
Yeah, Universe X, we do get certain books that we're gonna take to go get graded. We do get them pressed and clean, man. It just we rather do it and try to get a better grade or a better bump. And it's kind of worth it. We recommend it.
And I'm gonna show off the last book, then I'm gonna touch base on Universe X because he had a really good question. And the last book I picked up is a book that we didn't get at our shop, and it's a pretty cool book. It's a really cool second printing. Again, second printings, I don't know, man. They're just interesting, man.
Comic Genius, yes.
All the books are for sale, bro.
Yeah, they are gonna be for sale, man. All these books back here, man.
That's usually what we try to offer. Whenever we're starting to do the live shows, we're gonna put some books up there that we think you guys might be interested in purchasing and stuff like that. But this book here is gonna be the Immortal Hulk #20, second printing. And I like this whole art style on this, man. It's actually a book that got hot also, man. I find it kind of funny because this guy had a stack of these books, and I know for sure here at all the comic book shops I went to, I couldn't find this book at all, man. But this book was starting to go for like 10, 15 bucks at one point. Is it still going for that money? For that kind of money? Probably not. But you know what? I think it's a damn dope ass cover and second printing, and they've been killing it with the second and third printings of this book. All for sale. No, the Spawn's for sale too, bro. Those books,
got next one that Spawn. You gotta make an offer, bro.
You gotta make an offer, man.
$1,000.
That's a newsstand. The book looks beautiful as hell, dude. I mean, you're not gonna probably find one in that condition anywhere else. Honestly, that thing looks like it's never been opened. But I want to touch base on Universe X.
Did you get it for cover price? I guess they're asking for that.
Which one?
The
Hulk?
Yeah.
I did get this for cover price, guys. So it's a beautiful looking book. Boom.
There goes Burke $5 for that Venom Lethal Protector.
Your head. That book's actually in really good condition.
Yeah, it's like a 9.8, bro.
Nah, it's not a 9.8. It has like a little
10.0.
It has like a little dent in the bottom, but we have probably about 10 copies of that book, and maybe like 8 of them are 9.8 candidates. So there's 2 that we're willing to unload. But honestly, man, I mean, they're in really good grade, man. How much for that Punisher Wolverine cover?
Which one? Punisher Wolverine? I think you're talking about the one that you showed off, no?
Oh no, I'm not selling that one yet, guys.
No, the ones he has, they're PC, man.
They're PC for now. Maybe I'll unload, man. Maybe for the auction I might unload, man. You never know. I'm not married to any of these books, man. Except for maybe the Spider-Man books. I have a hard time letting go of those books. But I did want to touch base with Universe X. He said, how do you guys make time to collect? Honestly, dude, the cool thing about our other business is that it takes us all around Houston sometimes, and between all that, it sounds weird. I guess it sounds bad, man, but I'll cut my lunch early, and I'll stop by a comic book shop, or on the way up there, depending on the way back from the job site, I'll stop at a comic book shop and see what they have. And then sometimes, our job is not as demanding, and we have a little more flexibility. And then, we tag team this stuff. I tell Chino sometimes, hey, dude, go to this comic book shop that's close to you, and can you look for this book? So it works out as 2 of us, honestly.
Yeah, so I'm no, well, there's three of us, but the other one doesn't really like comic books.
He doesn't know who that Wolverine is.
No, he does. He knows. So no, so basically, yeah, man. Our other business, the good thing about it is that that we have meetings throughout the week, but thankfully Wednesdays are pretty much open and available. And I mean, we're our own bosses, and it may sound crazy, but sometimes you can't break away, even if you are the boss, from work because it's just tight schedules, or you have all of a sudden a walk at the site. So I mean, we do find some flexibility, and we do find that flexibility. If our job is running pretty tight and pretty good, then we're basically pretty much open to do whatever we want. So it just depends on that.
And Universe, like, I'll get with you, man. If on that Punisher Wolverine cover, if you're really are interested, I'll look at it, man. I'll send you pictures. Um, and we got Thomas Wayne in here. We got Chad Anderson up in the chat, man. And yeah, it is a passion to this hobby, man. It's a big passion, bro. I mean, dude, we wouldn't be working these extremely long hours.
I'm trying to go work out.
I wake up early as hell, bro. But we wouldn't be working these extremely long hours if we didn't really love this hobby. We love the whole shop, man. Having our own shop is damn awesome. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and that's something we're going to lead to. Eventually, we're going to have a show dedicated to just, talking shop at the comic book shop.
Yeah, we've been talking about creating some new shows, man. Some new shows, giving you guys more information
and giving insight from our perspective now, because we own the shop now. It has changed a
lot. A lot of people have asked us, man. A lot of people, this is their dream to own a comic book shop. This is a dream for us as well, because we had this idea going back 7 years ago when we started our first business, but we just couldn't. We're glad we didn't do it then. It just worked out better the way it worked out. So our next show that we have is going to be basically talking shop here at the comic book shop, and we have some ideas that we're going to bring to the fold, man.
And Comic Book Genius 713. He's asking if we have Edge of Spiders #2 available. We do not have we do not have that book available right now at the back wall. I can get that book if you're interested.
Yeah. Any book that people have, and I guess we stopped plugging this a long time ago, is that you guys are looking for certain books, man. All you have to do is hit us up on Instagram, leave a comment on here, and we either have probably extras of it, or we can get them, man. And we do sell big books, man. We've sold some big books on here. I have sold Hulk 181s to some guys on Instagram on payment plans. So it's all about just getting with us and working it out, man. And obviously,
you want the way they can see.
We're open for it.
Yeah, and if you can't see the books on the back wall, this is a mix of different books. We have First Appearance of Shang-Chi. We have Venom, #1. We have First Appearance of Nimrod. We have Myra McTaggart's first appearance, 1996. Magic's first appearance. Red Hulk's first appearance. Darkhawk issue #50, I believe, which is a kind of rare book to find, anyways. Spawn 30, Newsstand. Just a mix of books, man. Books that honestly are damn good books.
This is a good question. Universe X, does it honestly pay out to own a comic book shop?
It's very stressful.
It's just a hobby, or someone says it's very stressful. Look, it's a weird question because
it's somewhat stressful, not that stressful.
Anything you do, as far as you're self-employed, it's going to be stressful, man, because you have to generate money. The one really cool thing about owning the shop in our scenario is that we inherited the shop from our local comic book, I guess our local LCS. We bought it from them. We already had the building. We already had a lease in the building, so we just basically built out in our office space the comic book shop. So for us, it's different, man, because we don't have rent. If that makes sense.
We don't have an added rent. It was already a rent that we're paying, so it kind of just worked itself in. But the stressful part, honestly, man, is really trying to fulfill the customer's needs on books. Trying to figure out what's gonna be a good book, what's not a good book. Trying to order enough books, that's the tricky part. And then of course the main thing, is getting rid of the inventory. So that there's a lot to it, and like I said, we want to do some topics because we honestly have to break it down, you know, topics, you know, per video, because it would be extremely long video if we went down that route and just started talking about it. But you know, I think from our perspective, it's changed a lot, and I think you guys really enjoy to find out what's going on now owning a shop. But it is a hobby that we love, and it is stressful sometimes. But man, it's just crazy, man. But and for you guys that just came in,
Well, hell, comics should be almost free, right?
so some people, man, you know, they would want the books to be for free. Let me just do a recap of the books that I showed off, guys, that I picked up in Dallas Hall. No Chino involved. He was not part of this pickup, but you know,
So you know he didn't get a good deal. Like I said, when Manny goes out there shopping, man, he's paying either full price
or double
or markup of 50%.
But it's I understand it's a business, man. So again, I picked up Immortal Hulk number 20, second print. Really dope cover. I kind of like this whole artistic style of it. Love it. Also picked up the Punisher War Journal number 6, the first fight between Wolverine and Punisher. And this thing right here honestly looks like it's in near mint condition. So it was really cool to find this book out in the wild over in Dallas. Picked up Deadpool Merc with a Mouth number 6, first appearance of Lady Deadpool. Again, I try to pick up as many female first appearances as possible. This is just because I have a daughter and she loves all the female characters. So I always try to just create a whole stack of books for her. And sometimes it pays off, man, because these female characters are starting to pop up in the movies, man. I also picked up the Amazing Spider-Man 410, first appearance of Spider Carnage. Awesome, dope looking cover. And right now, with anything with Carnage or Venom, it's literally on fire like this background. So that's an awesome book. I picked up Spawn 271, black and white cover. Beautiful looking cover. Again, near mint. Also picked up Spawn 100. Again, like I told you guys, I've been high on Spawn for a minute. The Caputo covers, man. This is these are the covers that really pick up, in my opinion, because if you get them for cover price, they're usually going for triple, if not more. So it's like a $50 book. You know, certain times like $50 book.
Well, I guess if you go on eBay and you're looking for it, that you're gonna be paying that.
And this one here near mint, honestly, again. So yeah, and it's just, I mean, it's been trending up. That's what I've noticed. Every week and every month, this has just been trending up.
What's up, Nobody Know One?
Also picked up this Spawn 250. Like I told you guys, with the milestone issues, usually they do about 6 or 7 different covers. Again, fire cover. Picked up Thor 165. It's gonna be the first full appearance, I believe, of him. So again, this book here is a decent high grade. Hasn't been pressed or anything, so I imagine the press will do some wonders for this one. So this is a beautiful looking book. It looks like it's above a 6.0 for sure. Maybe close to an 8.0 or higher. Beautiful looking book. And then the last book I picked up, and this was just a straight cover buy, and ended up kind of paying off because I loved really this whole homage to the movies. It's gonna be Night of the Living Deadpool. It's gonna be issue number 3, second printing. Dope ass cover.
As far as Spawn covers that we're picking up for our personal collection,
Probably all.
yeah,
one of each.
Yeah,
and I know it's gonna be overprinted as hell.
We went heavy on Spawn, but you know, we're big Spawn fans, man, and you know, to be quite honest, we've been collecting Spawn for a long time. We kind of stopped because other books kind of
took priority.
Took priority. But here in the last probably the last year and a half that they've been talking about the new movie and this, we started trying to pick up more and more Spawn, and that's all he's been looking at shops, man. At the shops, every time we find Spawn, we were at auction earlier with AML Hydra Comics, and we were trying to see what he had for Spawn. So anything that has to do with Spawn right now is something that we're picking up.
And the reason is, guys, is I'm trying to complete a third run of the book, but now I'm starting to go for more like the rare books. I want to have a full run of rare books, especially like those low print issues. And it is what it is, man. It's gonna be expensive.
Never ending addiction.
We just find stupid reasons to go out there and go hunt, man.
Yeah, Bert, we'll catch you right after, bro.
All right, so the next topic we want to talk about is the key books.
Well, let's talk about the books from last week, man. The reset.
Oh yes. We can do that real quick.
So we're gonna talk. Well, one, I'm gonna tell you guys, I've already watched The Boys twice. One because I stayed overnight at the hospital, so.
Two, he ain't got no kids, so he can watch anytime he wants.
But I caught that first season, man, already twice. It's an incredible show, man. And today I'm very impatient, so I went on Wikipedia and I read everything that's supposed to happen, or kind of a summary of the 72 books that are out there, man. And I'm excited for season 2, man. I was very surprised with season 1. I want to go and buy the boys the comic books now, the series, because apparently the series in the comic book series, it's kind of like The Walking Dead. It's more gory. It's more just more savage, man, than the show is. And the show is pretty. I was pretty surprised what they did on with that show, man. It's pretty gory sometimes.
Well, after I saw it, I told you, I hit up Chino like, hey, do you need to watch the show, man? I'm like, I'm kind of hyped on Amazon, man. It looks like they're kind of putting effort, some dollar value behind it, and they're kind of getting behind the superhero, the whole comic book, or like the whole independence or whatever it may be of establishing shows. So it makes me, how can I put it? It just makes me feel good because they bring out Invincible, which they're supposed to bring out a show for that. Paper Girls is supposed to bring out a show for that. And I think even there's another book, man.
They named it. I think
there's quite a few books coming. Quite a few books that are gonna be made into shows by Amazon. That it looks like they're gonna be kind of putting some stuff behind it.
And
man.
Chad, that's the one thing that I've been seeing people that read the damn comic book, but it's kind of like The Walking Dead, dude. The Walking Dead, and probably people think I'm crazy because I'm so high on The Walking Dead, man. The Walking Dead comic book series, man, was actually damn good, man. It was a damn good read. Season 1 kind of stayed within the books a little bit more closely, and season 2 kind of just started going in a different direction. But yeah, same thing, man. That's the one thing I was reading. There are a lot of people that read the actual comic book series are a little upset that they didn't stay within the parameter of the books, but it has to change, man. It's It is what it is.
And I guess you talk about some of the books that we read last week. I mean, right off the bat, guys. I mean, Powers of X or Powers of 10, House of X, either one.
Those are books that I'm recommending, man. Absolute Carnage was actually a great damn read.
I read it twice.
It was a very, very fun book. It ended. These books are ending with you wanting more, man, which is a good damn thing, man. Because the ending of that book, man, it just left you wanting more. So I can't wait for that one.
Canto 2 was fire.
But you had read that.
Actually, no, I didn't get to read it because I was so busy. I didn't get a chance to read. But I knew it was gonna be a damn good book, so I was like, I know I'm gonna pick up issue number 3 and so on. But when I read it last week, it's a damn good book. Coffin Bound. If you guys did not pick up that book, you guys should be looking at that book. I've seen it still at some comic book shops, but that book is quickly selling out. It went to second print. So Coffin Bound. If that's not on your radar, look into it.
I need to find a good series.
You need to read Sonata. You need to read Thumbs. Those are really good.
Yeah, I've been so busy, man, and I'm trying to like.
She was obsessed with The Walking Dead.
No.
I think he has a man crush on Negan.
No. I mean, I'm telling Manny right now, man. And this is probably one of those hunches or speculations. I think Negan's first appearance, and if the guy continues in another direction with The Walking Dead, it is going to be a Negan kind of like solo Walking Dead series, man. So watch. When they announce it next year, man, you guys are going to be like, shit, Chino was right.
And we're going to lead into the next topic, guys, is going to be books coming out next week. And some of those books you guys are already talking about right now. What was in the book that came out last week, man? Shit, was a lot of books, man.
Immortal Hulk came out last week.
Immortal Hulk. If you're not on that wagon right now,
Immortal Hulk, man, it's a book that's going to be probably ending in the next few issues. That's a good read. What else came out? Quite a bit.
Berserker Unbound came out last week, and that was an interesting book, man, because the cover looked pretty damn cool. So I thought it was gonna be probably
eBay here.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be kind of like maybe not so good, but it actually was a surprise, man. So if you guys did not pick up Berserker Unbound, that's a book that you guys should be looking at. I know I'm naming a lot of indies, but because these indies, man, I feel like there's gonna be
they're overlooked. Chance. I think indies are overlooked. I've always said this.
Well, Marvel and DC are more popular.
Yeah, well, it's people are chasing the Marvel and the DC books because everyone loves superheroes and you grew up watching the cartoons or whatever the case is. So it just makes sense for you to continue to follow picking that up. But
Yeah.
Image and independent books are more in they take a little bit more risk, man. So if you like horror or like more unique stuff like that, man. Like Manny was telling me about Thumbs and the Sonata to read those books, man. And he's just giving me kind of a rough idea of what's going on, man. And it seemed like they're pretty damn good reads, man. They're pretty
good reads, man. I think you would really enjoy Cancel. Cancel is a really easy book to get into. It's not going to blow you out, blow you away, but it's a book that you can read or you can read to a kid so far. So it's pretty cool.
Okay, so Hulk is not ending, just a different artist.
The first 25 issues now are going to be the key issues then, unless they do something drastic with the following books. And with that, we're going to lead into our next topic. Just a few highlighted books that we think are coming out next week that if you guys don't have on your radar, you need to start looking at them. Start calling up your comic book shop
or start calling R&R.
Yeah, and we might be able to help you out with some of these books. Some books we probably won't because again, it's just some of these books when we ordered these were like probably 2 months ago, give or take, and it's just a lot of these indies. They're limited as hell, dude.
So stay tuned for the topic, man, because that's the one biggest question that everybody asks us is, when you guys are trying to buy these books, man, one of the first topics that we're going to talk about is placing orders and how far back we can go and then how we can make the adjustments.
Let me see. I'm going to try to share the screen with you guys because I want to show you some books that are coming out next week. Let's see. Need 2 monitors. It works best on a good computer. Let's see if this even works to begin with.
Chrome tab.
The application one. Let's see if this works. And if it doesn't, let me see. I'll find out right now. I'm gonna give it a minute to load up on my phone. Okay, it is showing. All right, guys. So the first book I want to show off that it's on my list, and on my list, that I have, it's going to be in alphabetical order. So this is actually going to be on this list here is by publisher. But I'm going to start with Marvel first, I guess, because that's the first book I have, and it's going to be Absolute Carnage Scream #1. Anything dealing with Absolute Carnage, I think is going to be a pretty interesting pickup, or going to be a good pickup. Especially to introduce a new character, and I'm assuming they're going to introduce a new character in one of these books. So let's take a look at how that cover is going to look. And we won't spend too much time. See if it even loads up. Yeah, we won't spend too much time showing off these covers, but that's the cover right there for Absolute Carnage Scream #1. So that's a book that for sure I'm going to pick up at least the #1, see where it's going. So that's one of the books. And then Amazing Spider-Man 27, guys. The second printing is gonna be a pretty awesome cover too. So if you guys don't have this one on your radar, check this one. No, that's not the second printing. It's supposed to be Spider-Man 2099. So that didn't work out. But let's look at the 27. Hopefully those up. This is supposed to be the first appearance, I believe. It says there's a new Sinister Syndicate. It's gonna be the female Sinister Six. So there you go, guys. Interesting looking thing.
So if you're one of those guys that picks up like first appearances, or you're looking for like key books, or and that sort of type, this is a book that you might want to be adding to your I guess Wednesday list.
Yeah, I mean, at least pick up this book. I just pick up anything with Spider-Man, so I'm good on that. The next book on Marvel side is going to be Captain Marvel #9. So this is going to be the book right after the hot book, the one that had the first appearance of the new character. I already forgot her name.
Star, yeah.
I think it was Star or something like that. Or maybe we're just thinking about Star because of the show.
Starlight.
But here's the cool thing about this book is that there's a new cover artist. It's going to be Mark Brooks. See if I can load that up. And that cover art is fire right there, dude. Again, this is going to be, you might want to pick this up because this might be the second appearance of the new character. And that book got hot as hell, and it was really underprinted. So there's a second printing coming out for Captain Marvel #8, so do not sleep on that one. All right, after that, this is just a few books. I didn't highlight all of them because we got to save some fire for the show, right, on Tuesday.
This is just books, food for thought, man. Just if you're watching the show, you can catch it on the rewind. You'll see some of the stuff that we're highlighting.
Yeah. So the next book I want to show off, and this is a book that you guys already started to mention. Let me see where is it at. It's not DC. It's gonna be right.
Gun X, are you sleeping?
Gunx. Why? Why is it like indies no more? Right here.
Like Spawn.
By Boom Studios. It's gonna be Once and a Future. And I can already tell you guys that this is probably a book that went under a lot of people's radar. This book here is gonna be hot. It's already starting to trend up. If you look at eBay, this book's going for like $10, $15 already. So, you know, it's out of stock already, so you can't even order it from this website. There's a book here that's gonna be probably tricky to find. If you can reach out to your comic book shop, see if they can put one to the side for you. If not,
you're gonna have to go hunting, man.
Second printing, third printings, it is, man. And it's by Kieran Gillen. So this book's already getting a lot of hype, guys. That's a book that I want to show off. The next book I want to show off is gonna be Powers of 10, #2, and let me see where's that. And the thing about this book, guys, the one I'm gonna recommend to try to pick up is the damn connecting variant. Have you seen what the connecting variants are doing on eBay? Let's see if it shows it here. The connecting variants are going for like $40, bro. If you can connect them both, $40 to $60. So this is the connected variant. I'll tell you right now, guys, is really under ordered. I'm having a hard time finding it at other comic book shops. So if you are picking up the connecting variant, congrats to you, because you have books that are hot as hell right now. So, and this is just a damn good read.
And it's a good read, yeah. So you're doing a good job by picking up the hot book. And if you're one of those guys that picks up 2 books, one to read and one to just sell in the future, then you're doing good.
And then another book's coming out for Marvel's gonna be Silver Surfer Black #3. And this, again, guys, is gonna be a book that the art style is pretty wonky to a certain degree, but I'm digging it as hell. And a lot of people are starting to come around. This book here has been by Donny Cates, fire as hell. So do not sleep on Silver Surfer Black. If you are sleeping, it's up to issue #3. You can still catch up.
Yeah.
There should be plenty of #1s out there. So that's another book that you guys should have on your radar for sure.
And anything that Donny Cates is doing right now, man, is straight fire. So
yeah, I mean, that dude is freaking on another level. So speaking of Image, we can show off some books here that I highlighted, which is going to be Reaver #2. We actually have Reaver #1, second printing coming out. But Reaver #2 is a book that got hot. #1 got hot for a quick minute. Issue #2 is coming out next week. If you don't have that on your radar, put it on your radar now, because #1 sold out really fast. And they went a second printing. We also have Unearthed #2 and Sonata #3. So Sonata #3, again, I'm going through this kind of quick, guys, but Sonata's been a hell of a read. It has freaking movie written all over it. If you ask my opinion, it could be a damn show too, but they're gonna do something with this book, I would imagine. So Sonata #3 is a hell of a read, or Sonata's just a hell of a read, period. And you have Unearthed #2, which, again, this book got hot, and now you have cover 2, and this is a dope looking cover, man. I mean, it's pretty simple, but I like the color scheme behind it. And that's gonna be it for now. Let me go back to us. Stop sharing. So that's just some of the books that we highlighted, guys. And if you guys don't have those on your radar, man, you need to start doing a little bit of research, because I think those. What is that? You know,
hey, Gun X, this is a collection of Spawn that walked into the store.
Yeah, man, I got a little collection of Spawn, man, and it's a lot of sequential numbers in there. So
I do want to show off something that we're gonna be selling. This is on consignment.
So I hope you guys did enjoy us showing you some of the books that are coming out next week. Of course, we will have them in hand next week on Tuesday. We'll show them off. I'll have a count. Some of those hot books. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like, for sure that Once in the Future #1, I have maybe 4 copies coming in. So I gotta see who's going to. There's a few subscribers probably to it, so I imagine that thing's gonna be limited as hell. So like I said, I recommend you call up your comic book shop, man, and what's up, man. So look, Gunnis wants a third printing, dude. We did that order yesterday, me and Michael. So hopefully, I think we went somewhat heavy on it. But it's the thing, man. I mean, if we can catch this stuff kind of early, if we can get you guys to let us know you want some of these books early enough, it'll make us more confident to go heavy on it and order like 10, 15 copies of a damn book. That way we can for sure have the book for everybody. because what we're doing now is nobody signs up for a book, man, and it's just like, damn, man, I don't want to take a risk and then have 10, 15 copies sitting at the shop, you know. And of course, you know, you YouTube guys, Universe X, you know, Nobody No One, guys that hit me up on a frequent. You know, if you guys ever see some books that you kind of see, you know, down the line, if you see some books, hit me up, man, and let me know you want it. That way I can guarantee you that book, and that way you're not out there, you know, trying to go to your comic book shop, you know, last minute, and then, you know, they sell out and you don't get that book.
So I do have this lot here. Is actually the New 52. This is the
Court of Owls.
Yeah, the Court of Owls series, and I think it ends at, let me see.
Universe X, that's a topic we're gonna talk about, bro. You do need to have maybe sometime like 2 months in advance, because when we, like, for instance, at the end of this month, I'm doing the order. Me and Michael are gonna be doing the order for books that come out, I think, like in October or something like that, or even November, dude. So, dude, it sucks, bro. But those previews, man, if those previews, if you get to it, bro, look at them, study them, and just look at all the number ones, bro. Especially the big fat preview book, bro.
So this is from number 2 all the way to 13. This is a consignment. This is a AML Hydra dropped this off here at the store. Is it gonna sell the lot, man, or individually the book? So
he's missing number 3, though, huh?
Yeah, I think he's missing number 3.
But look, the cool thing is that he does have a what's this, like a 3rd print or 4th print of number 1. This is the money book, guys. This is the main book that you want to pick up. And if it's a 4th print, I believe it is a 4th print. That's a damn cool thing to have.
So these will eventually be up. I'll talk about them on Tuesday. I'll work out what he wants for the books, and then if not, they'll go in the auction as a buy it now kind of scenario. So I got that one, that whole series, and the other one that we have here also.
Yeah, the Court of Owls is this, especially this run, is a fire run. This is one that a lot of people try to pick up. A lot of people that come back into the game, they missed out on this run, and this is a really good read. So I mean, this is a run that you want to pick up for sure.
And he also has the X-Men versus the Avengers, the whole series.
That's a good lot.
This is a good lot, man, simply because if they do anything in the Marvel universe with X-Men, obviously this is going to be one of the books that everyone's going to go back to, as far as kind of Avengers versus the X-Men. I think they'll definitely do an Avengers movie of them kind of clashing. It just makes sense. People want to see that mutants against, you know, superpower, I guess, science and tech.
Hopefully they do make the Avengers fight, though.
Well, you know, X-Men will beat their ass.
So Chad Anderson asking a really good question. How do you guys decide what to order? Honestly, bro, I try to do as much research as I can. I take the books home, the previews of DC, Marvel, and then the Indies preview book.
It's customer based too, man. So it's a lot of it is driven by what customers are asking for.
But like some of the stuff that's like off the wall, kind of like not on anybody's radar, because look, our shop is mainly a Marvel and DC shop. You know, I think mostly all shops are like that. But the thing is like, you know, with the indies, slowly but surely we've been growing the indie section, and we have a few indie guys here, like Ryan comes in here and he picks up a few indies. We have a guy named Jay that also picks up indies. We have, who else? We have Dennis, another guy that picks up indies, and I'm just throwing out names. Hopefully you guys don't get upset at me, but it's just, you know, slowly but surely we're growing that whole indie scene, and we have an AML who picks up indies too. And
AML, we have
it's a few guys, but it's not as big as like the Marvel.
Universe X buys stuff from me.
But he's not from here. He's not from the shop. So what I do is I do my research, and I try to pick up books. I try to get as informed as I can on the books that I'm trying to order. And then when I do the order, man, I look at covers, man. I look at covers, and honestly, it takes us about 3 to 4 hours to do that whole big order, man. So sometimes I do miss books, because you're trying to do this order and you just get overwhelmed because you're seeing cover after cover, book after book, and sometimes I do miss a book. But what makes it easier for me is whenever somebody from the shop is picking up a book, you know, something that's not on my it's not on my radar, because now it makes me look at that book, and then it helps me decide, well, if there's already 2 subscribers to a book, then I can probably go a little bit heavier on that book. But when there's no subscriber to it, man, dude, it's just a guessing game. Sometimes I think, like, you know what? I'm just gonna pick up 4 copies, man. You know, I have some guys here at the shop that they literally just told me, And I mean, I'm gonna throw it out there. They literally told me, I want a spec box, and I don't care. I mean, we don't care if you're a spec guy or you want to read the books, because we do both. We speculate and we buy books to read. We don't buy every book with the intention, oh, this book's gonna blow up. It's gonna be $1 million book, right? But I have guys that say, I want spec books. So what does that mean? They want first appearances or number ones, and whatever I put in their box, usually they're okay with it's a first appearance, it's a number one, or it's a second print, and that's what they want. So there's a few guys that have that kind of system set up with us, and what's cool about it is that they're out of town guys. So we usually gather up as many books as I can for them, and then we cash them out and ship them out.
Yeah. So there's a few out of town, and there's 2 guys that are here locally that just have that with us. And basically, man, they do their research, or vice versa.
They let me do it.
Yeah.
And
what Manny finds out, like, I mean, he's telling you right now, there's number 1 first appearance coming out. He'll throw that book in there. He'll let them know, and if it's something that they don't want, then we don't put it in there. But most of the time, man, they're just asking for first appearance or number 1, man, on the indie side.
Yeah, and like I said, they just want.
And they got lucky because the Cantus that we got for the shop were really for them.
Yeah, the Cantus go to them. They end up getting canceled. They got Coffin Bound. They got Excellence.
Any Mega Man?
Well, look, Mega Man. No, I don't know. I don't know how many Mega Man, but look right there. Chad Anderson is saying, who the hell knew about Once in the Future? I see on eBay someone has sold 50 and still has 25 left, but still is sold out from distributors. Some people, man, they really spec hard as hell, dude.
Yeah. Dude, it's just so much reading, and you do look. So I have no one that said something right now here. It said, follow Twitter and Instagram. Dude, that's exactly what I was going to say. People are high on Spawn right now. Everything that I see, because I follow a lot of people in the comic community and Instagram, they follow me, and they're always posting like new stuff. They'll post like a spec book, or they'll start posting like when Jane Thor was announced, that whole Instagram feed had her first appearance. It had basically that book on everybody's page. So staying on social network, man, it's a big added bonus plus to finding out what the hell's going on.
That, and at the end of the day, man, I mean, just doing your own research and making your own spec list, and if you pick up things that you like, usually, you're gonna be happy with the end result. If you start just buying books just to buy books, it can get overwhelming. But if you're buying stuff and you have the mindset, all right, so I'm picking up just number ones, because I know Hydra does that. He picks up a lot of number ones. At the end of the day, you're happy, man, because you're just picking up number ones, man. And no one said the same thing. Number ones typically sell well. Universe X saying that there's a lot of Spawn haters out there, but they still buy key issues. I don't know if there is a lot of Spawn haters. I know for a good.
There probably is, man.
I haven't ran into them, but look, man, how we collect, or I usually been doing my collecting, has always been first appearances. I told you guys I'm big on first appearances. I'm big on Spider-Man, so usually I pick up anything with Spider-Man, right? Luckily for me, Spider-Man has a lot of damn good characters that usually come up to be something. But another thing I like picking up, guys, is kind of rarish books or like low print books. So like, when I found some Spawns that were like, second print, that are, or like some low print Spawn books that, were way undervalued. And I mean, like, I bought them for really, really cheap. I couldn't pass up on that. So I like picking up like, rarish books like that. Vampironic, first appearance. It's a book that probably not a lot of people have on their radar, but it's a rare book. You don't find that at comic book shops. What else? The Silver Surfer Carnage Spider-Man, the 430 and 431 that showed off on the last live show. Again, that's somewhat of a rare book you don't find too often.
Are you still here, next?
Show them this one. Let me see that stack. And it is a book that you guys should be trying to pick up. I think it was announced for you guys that are Spawn guys. No, it's gonna be that first stack. Let me show you guys real quick a book that I know my boy.
Show me.
I know my boy Universe X showed a picture of it, and his is in really good condition. But there's a book that kind of leading to Spawn 302. It's gonna be Spawn 61. If you can find this one in the newsstand, pick it up. So it's gonna be the first appearance of She-Spawn, or the character that becomes She-Spawn. So Spawn 302 is kind of leading the speculation, or I guess the information that's out there saying that she's going to take over the mantle, or she's going to become a big character in Spawn. So that's that book that started getting kind of hot, man. Spawn 61.
You should have came that Wednesday, bro. That guy was looking to unload, man, and
Manny, take my money now, dude. I mean, look at this, man. It's just aside from these curses, it's like Curse of Spawn the Undead. But aside from all that, I guess I'll show off. Let me see. Start with this one.
It became a Spawn.
This is just one stack of the Spawn run, bro. Look, and it starts with number 7. So, man, that's one stack. There's 2 stacks of it.
Universe X, you got my copy, I guess. It seems you got a second one.
I actually have about 4 copies of that Spawn 61, bro. The 2 of them look like they're about 9.8s, man. But you know, hey, man, if you see Spawns, pick them up, dude. That's just my opinion. I think it's a book that was hot back in the day. It kind of fell off, but you know.
Yeah, we're working on trying to complete a few runs of that one. We talked about.
He said he'll trade you, Chino. You want a picture of Chino without his shirt, bro? He said he'll trade you. He'll trade you nudes.
Batman, hold on, let's see. Batman, I wish they'd get him back to detective work, more like Gumshoe sitting in his office and red dress walking the story while he's beating the shit out of criminals. You know, dude, that's one thing that.
Oh, this is pretty cool. I can show it. Look. Let me see.
You can show the.
Oh, that's pretty cool, guys. Take my money. That's pretty cool. So we're learning this whole there's a StreamYard.
Need that 101 per S cover. I think we do have 101.
Check right there. It might be a 101 right there. Spawn 65 is in this lot too. If I can take this off. Hi. Boom. Pretty cool.
Dude, we're gonna complete a few lots, man. To be honest with you guys, like we have 2 12s right here already. We're gonna close out a few of them. Luckily, we have the store, so we've been picking up Spawn since we own the store. And it was funny that no one was really picking up Spawn. I think there was like 2 or 3 subscribers when we acquired the store that were getting Spawn books here. And me and Manny just upped it, started getting 2 copies for ourselves.
That's a good stack of $2 blind auction books, man. Some of them books, man, they don't go for $2, man. That's the tricky part about it. There's a Spawn 65 in there, 61's in there. I think Curse of Spawn, I think, has her first full appearance also. So yeah, I mean, this is a decent little stack, man. It's a cool looking book. What you looking for? 101?
Yeah.
This might not be the cover you're looking for, right? I might have it at home though, but for right now, Spawn is off the table. I wouldn't mind completing a cool little run that I wouldn't mind offering as an auction. But it'll probably be like a lot of rare books. So you know it's not gonna be cheap, but you'll get your money's worth. So
Spawn will be everywhere when they're traded out. So yeah, look, right now, dude, I'm telling you guys.
And it's good to see my brother Nobody No One up in here, man. I was talking to him earlier on Instagram.
We missed him on a few of the live shows, man. You need to come back.
I was talking to him for a quick little minute earlier. And you know, we're reachable, guys. You can reach us through Instagram, man. We don't shy away from talking to you guys. We think it's fun as hell. We love the interaction. So you know, leave a comment, share the channel. We need to grow this channel. I think, you know, like on Tuesdays we didn't have about 50 people.
That's the one I'll buy it.
You see, Terry, that's the one you wanted, Terry.
No, look, so right now, if you go to your local comic book shops, go look in the bins, man. You're gonna find some Spawn stuff. You just have to do the work.
Stupid work getting in the way. Let me show that real quick. So Nobody No One says stupid work getting in the way of my comics.
Dude, that's everybody.
But that pays the bills, bro. That pays for the damn books, man.
So I would advise you go to your comic book shops, or when you go hunting, man, put down your priority list. Go in there and you will find a lot of Spawn books, man. We've been finding them in a lot of the comic book shops here locally in Houston. We're not gonna name them because Gun X.
There's a lot of Houston boys up in here. They can steal my spot. But I found some spots, man, that they're good people, man. They look out for me, and they already have a stack set for me to the side. They're like, here you go, Manny. Check them out. See if you find anything you like. And you know, I usually buy, you know, what I like.
So we have people here that look out for us, man. A lot of the local Houston guys that come to our shop, when they're out there hunting too, they'll let us know. We had H-Town Comics give us a good lead on Invincible #1.
That thing's like a 9.8, man.
Yeah,
so
it
shout
was
out
a
to my boy H-Town.
good deal on that one too. So again, go out there and find it, man. Find it before Spawn getting a reboot should be given. go out there and just look, man. You'll find some. I've been wanting to go to damn flea market. I'm assuming we'll probably find some there too. We just haven't had the time, man. But apart from that, man, I think we're ready to kind of wrap it up. We're cutting into Burke's kind of 400 giveaway.
We already did. So what I do recommend, guys, is after you see us, if you missed out on Burke's on Burke's 400 subscriber giveaway, go check out Burke's channel. I'm gonna type it in. Family 54, right? 400 sub giveaway. But we want to have more of these kind of videos, guys, where we just kind of sit back, chit chat, answer a few questions, and like I said, eventually, we're gonna have just a dedicated show talking about the shop. Talking about what we think about variants, what we think about certain books right now that are coming out, what we think about future books, what we think about Silver Age, so on. The logistics behind owning a damn shop. That way, you guys get a better perspective on how it changed from us going collectors to going into owning a shop, and now how that perspective has changed when we go to comic book shops and buy books.
So it's gonna be a
what's up, B? I don't think I've ever seen B up in here, but what's up?
Silver Surfer Black, yeah, dude. Silver Surfer Black. Catch it on
Tuesday show.
Tuesday. I was thinking Wednesday.
We might be giving away a Silver Surfer Black. You just never know what we give away, man. And I'm gonna come up with another game, bro, because I like the numbers. I like the guessing a character. We're gonna spice it up, man. I think we're gonna spice it up so you guys can have more fun with it. So our Tuesday shows are lit as hell.
Yeah. So we're gonna have is obviously we'll have these books. We'll price them out. You can either buy a book. If you guys want to do a raffle, we'll do a raffle like we have in the last few auctions.
I'll tell you right now, like that Shang-Chi's first appearance. That's a hell of a book that you guys should be trying to pick up. Right now, it's kind of still hot. It's hot as hell.
Well,
don't wait for the movie.
Yeah, don't wait for the movie, man. Especially with the Mandarin coming out, the True Mandarin. It looks promising. So again, catch us on Tuesday. We'll give you guys more details. We've just been pressed, and every time we try to do the damn boxes, the Chino Manny box, that we're gonna have the mystery kind of key books or whatever on there. We just get so busy, man. So that's coming. I'm working on some editing for the channel. So just stay tuned, guys. We'll see you guys Tuesday. Thank you for hanging out with us. It's Sunday. We're gonna go catch Fear the Walking Dead and then hit the gym for a little bit. And we'll try to have the auction next week, man, next Saturday as well.
Yeah, unless we can.
We'll give you more details on Tuesday. So on Tuesday, guys, hope to see you guys here. Thank you, everyone that joined. It was a pleasure kind of kicking it with you guys. Jay, you're late. Yeah, bro, but don't worry, man.
Jay, catch the rewind because we showed some pretty damn good books, bro. And then there's some fire books on the back wall. So catch the rewind because we gave out a few announcements and we touched base on some books coming out next week, bro.
And thank you guys for all the prayers for Dad. We appreciate
for our
it. Hopefully, again, he's doing well. So
he's doing better. So hopefully it stays that way, man, because it's been too damn crazy. But aside from that, guys, it's always fun hanging out with you guys. Catch you guys on the next live show, and we're out.